go into the mind of Sandro Dias and find out what he's thinking. I'm sure media on a global scale will be covering what we've witnessed today. And there you have it. That is your new world record, 95 kilometers per hour. Straight into a foam block wall with an airbag backing it up. Somewhere in that building, Sandro Dias riding an elevator to the top. One more look. So he's not in the elevator yet. He's just taking one more look at his next level, the end boss here at Redbull building drop. We've extended our countdown timer just a little bit. I mean, of course, cut the guy some slack. He's already broken 2 world records today. So as Sandro now prepares, we wait to see what happens next. A world record shattering 70-meter drop. And here we have it. Final preparations. Hear the crowd on hand going wild. Checking those Bones wheels, 60mm Bones wheels. Checking the bearings, checking the trucks. Getting into the zone. Literally walking towards what could potentially be another historic drop. He's already set 2 world records by completing the tallest skateboard drop and the fastest speed skateboarding on a temporary quarter pipe. It's funny when you see those words on paper, they really don't capture the magnitude of what we've just seen. These are visions that will no doubt be shared and spread all over the world. So we're going to see a succession of drops. Just a 55-meter warm-up. Just making it look so easy there, nice and smooth. So that was Sandro's first drop of the day. And not only, I mean, from these heights, again, the mental, the physical, spiritual toll that these drops are taking. That's the 60-meter drop. And you could see as he made just that transition into the flat bottom, things start to get really intense, a lot of pressure, physical forces, having to utilize all his strength.
This fall, heel pain and sore arches won't stop you. Hand-stitched leather boots deliver lasting comfort. Arch support eases pain, keeps autumn walks comfortable and strong. Waterproof shoes built to last. Handle wet leaves, tailgates, rainy hikes, aging into rich patina. Ankle guard locks in stability, protecting against sprains when trails get slick. Grip tracks soles keep steps steady on tailgates, pumpkin patches, sidewalks. Lowest price guaranteed, plus risk-free 30-day trial and free returns.
To just stay standing, stay strong on his board. There's your record-breaking 65-meter drop. And right there, the apex of the speed. Crew, so hyped. Earned himself an ice-cold Red Bull. And now he makes his way potentially again into the history books. Already 2 world records broken today. So you would have to think, right, with the added height comes added speed. So he just broke 2 world records with 1 drop. He could do that again with this 70-meter drop. There's the crew on hand, watching what's unfolded in front of them. They've seen this ramp being built over the past 10 months, hype building around the world. Somewhere in that crowd, there's skate rat watching, thinking, huh, I wonder if I'll be next. I mean, we don't even know if it's possible to drop in from 70 meters. No one's ever even come close until today. So wherever you're watching from out there, get involved. Tell us what you think's about to happen. Give Sandro some words of affirmation. Hype him up as he makes his way up to the top of the roof for one more attempt at 70 meters. A potential double record-breaking drop coming up in just a few moments. Again, Sandro telling us that this is in fact a government building. There's probably some ledges and some stairs and rails out front that skaters have been getting kicked out of for years. Today, skateboarding owns the world. So as we wait for Sandro Dias to make his way to the roof, let's talk to Tony Hawk one more time about progression in skateboarding.
I think moments like these are what keep pushing us forward and trying to test the limits of what's really possible and what is humanly possible, especially on a skateboard. But if you look at the history of skateboarding, it continues to progress. It continues to keep getting better. We keep pushing the limits of height, of speed, and now Sandro is going to jump ahead about 5 times everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, Birdman said it. Sandro breaking barriers over the past few weeks, and of course today. I mean, this could be an untouchable record for forever. Hundreds of, I mean, nobody even thought of anything like this until now. Redbull building drop. So far, so good. Sandro three perfect attempts, and I mean, so many skaters in Porto Alegre have looked up at this building and just and wondered, you know, like, is this architect a skater? Why is it the perfect transition? Well, I shouldn't say perfect, because everything about this transition is scary. It's big, supersized. You know, maybe if King Kong was a skateboarder, this would be a different story, but the only one to ever step to this, Sandro Dias, and basically this sweeping wall, you know, it makes the shape of quarter pipe. It's nicknamed, probably not just by skaters, but the ultimate skate ramp. And of course, leave it to Brazil. I mean, this is a skateboarding country. They love skateboarding, they love their skaters. And they've got a global superhero now in Sandro Dias. So if you see the blue portion towards the bottom, it's only just the only thing we had to fabricate just to make sure that there was enough room for Sandro to roll out. And I love this, the phrase urban legend made real. And Sandro Dias turning skate culture dreams into reality. You know, there has been some viral videos, some hoaxes in the past. I'm sure a lot of illustrations and photoshopping of people dropping into this thing, but trust us, this is not AI. This is all real. It's happening in real time, live. Redbull building drop, history already made multiple times, and we're about to see something beyond the realm of what could have ever been imagined in skateboarding until now. A 70-meter drop. So Sandro, who's Been doing this for decades. All the accolades, hundreds of contest wins, probably thousands of feet in the air if you add up all the airs he's done in his long skateboarding life. Known for doing some of the best 540s ever still. I mean, at 50 years old, he could still mix it up with the young bucks in any event that he entered. First skater to ever land a 900 in competition. Just adding one of the most impossible tricks ever done into your contest run. That's what Sandro does. And you hear the praise and the respect given to Sandro by Tony Hawk, by Ryan Sheckler, street skaters, vert skaters, mega skaters. I think the consensus has been that if anybody could have done something like this, Sandro Dias. We've seen huge moments in skateboarding. I mean, you can't think of skateboarding achievements in this magnitude without thinking of Tony Hawk's loop, Danny Wade jumping the Great Wall of China. You can really count things like this that have happened in skateboarding on one hand. So if you look closely at the Redbull logo you're seeing on your screen right now, you can see the seams of this wood. So these are just basically standard plywood put together to cover the concrete surface beneath, which was kind of weathered and cracked. So trust us when we say it's still pure skateboarding. This is the same type of wood that you would find at any skate park, any half pipe around the world. And here's a view from the top. Oh, it just makes your stomach drop when you look over the edge like that. Give it up to the crew on the roof, putting in the work. And of course, our camera team on site, our drones in the air, these GoPro angles are giving us some vertigo moments here. Oh, can you imagine that feeling of going over the edge there? So Sandro has entered the building. And here he is. Skateboarding's superhero, Sandro Dias. Already multiple world records broken. And he's about to attempt an incredible 70-meter drop here at Redbull building drop. He's wasting no time. Hands off the board. He's going to grab the Redbull helmet. Final preparations right now for something that no one ever thought was possible in the world of skateboarding. One last gear check, straps the helmet on tight. So 3 perfect drops behind him. And 1 more to go, the 70-meter mark. So at 65 meters, Sandro went 95 kilometers per hour. We could potentially see Sandro break 100 kilometers per hour. Tell us in the chat, do you think we're about to see this skateboarder go over 100 kilometers per hour? That's how fast you'd be driving on the freeway here in California. So think about that speed. Next time you're driving down the freeway in the fast lane, roll down the window, put your arm outside. That's how it would feel to go as fast as Sandro is about to go. This is a moment right here. Sandro visualizing the physical forces that he's about to feel, dropping in from 70 meters. GoPro angle from his helmet is going to be incredible, terrifying, all the feelings. Sandro Diaz is about to go where no skateboarder has ever gone before. And you just hear silence from the crowd. One last walk up those stairs for Sandro Diaz. A safety check by the crew as Sandro now rappels into history. Another world record attempt, 70 meters.
Ways men with unresolved trauma sabotage their work and relationships. His sense of worthiness.
Not just Sandro's highest drop ever, but the highest drop we've ever seen in skateboarding history. Rappelling down to a 70-meter drop-in point. He's got to be feeling the energy from the crowd below. Sandro's about to answer all of our questions. Is it possible to drop in from 70 meters on a skateboard? Is it possible to go over 100 kilometers per hour? Here's that moment, no turning back as he's unstrapped from his harness. Now it's just Sandro versus the drop. The entire city of Porto Alegre, Brazil, cheering Sandro Diaz as he's about to make another world record attempt from 70 meters here at Redbull Building Drop. Sandro Diaz, he's done it. A new world record, 70 meters. An incredible moment for a skateboarding superhero. Sandro Diaz has just dropped in to the history books. 70 meters, the highest ever drop in by a skateboarder. And you know he had to have broken the speed record as well. So far, officially, one new world record with 70 meters for Sandro Diaz. You can just feel the emotions pouring out, doing something that no human being has ever done before on a skateboard. And you can almost hear and feel the collective relief and energy and excitement from the entirety of the skate world who's watching right now. And not just bravery, but the ultimate skill to be able to maintain his composure and stay in control. Parabéns. Congratulations, Sandro Diaz. The Red Bull Building Drop 2025 in the history books yet again. Also has to be some kind of new record for records broken in the span of a half hour. Sandro just broke his own record multiple times. Give this man his moment.
Hi, it's Mark Barden from Sandy Hook Promise. Can I please count on your help to ramp up pressure on Congress?
É trovão! É Sander! Caraca, e aí, Joe? Nossa Senhora!
The imagination, the dream Sandro Diaz had when in the 1980s when he was a child.
Gabriel Maia, papai tá bem, feliz pra caramba.